A warm welcome from the exhibitor support team at Virtually Yours Travel Show. We are so excited to have you being part of the launch of the first ever 24/7 virtual travel marketplace for travel trade and consumer. This video will be your guide to successfully setting up your exhibitor show page. Before we delve into the nitties and gritties of how to set up your page, let me first explain to you the objective of the design of the page. To do this, we first need to understand the customer and what they will be looking at. Remember that it only takes 3 seconds for a potential customer to decide whether or not they're going to browse your page further. With that in mind, we have set up the exhibitor show page in such a way that there is focal points throughout the whole page that will draw the attention of the customer to the right media, like for instance your banner. So do make sure that it is catchy and colorful. Scrolling down, they will be met with special offers and giveaways, which is always a great thing to attract people. Here they might have some questions where they can move over to the right, where they can either contact you directly through Zoom, or if you chose the option of having chat agents, contacting them directly. After browsing the giveaways and the specials, they will scroll down. They will be met with your introductional video, and lastly but not the least, the additional tabs. Now here you will have your health and safety information, news, videos, travel agents for the travel agents and travel trade, and also the option to have brochures. All right then, so without further ado, let's get back to how to set up your exhibitor show page. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to sign up. So simply click on the button saying sign up in the right-hand corner. That will give you a drop-down menu where you have to put your first name, your last name, your email address, and a password. Simply click on register. And once you finish registering, just put in your email again, the password, and sign in. As you can see, we've logged in successfully and it will take you to the next page. On this page, you will select your user role. Here you can choose between 3 options: consumer, travel agent or reseller, or travel industry professionals. This feature is used by the platform in filtering whether you are a consumer or a travel professional and will then direct you accordingly. Next, we're going to move on to our profile. Now here you can upload a cover photo, a photo of yourself, and also tell us a little bit more about yourself. Thereafter, you can be asked to tell us which show you are interested in, and then also provide information on your company. So the company name, the company type, the address, your first name, your last name, the department that you're in, your job title, the job role, an email address, the city and the country that you're located in, and then your company website address. Once you're done with that, we can move down and you can put in all your social links. Once completed that, we can press Update Profile. As you can see, the system has now redirected us back to our completed profile page. If you do want to change anything here, you can always go to the Setting button, click on it, and make the required changes. Once we're finished with this and everything seems good, we can move on and become an exhibitor. After clicking on the Become an Exhibitor button, you will be redirected to the shop page. Here you will be presented with the type of exhibits that we offer. Selected the exhibitor of your choice. You can choose between all the upcoming shows. In our case, it's going to be the North American show, so we're going to add it to our cart and then click on View Cart. This will take you to the checkout page. Once you made sure that your order is correct, you can click on Proceed to Checkout. That will take you to the next page where you have to complete your billing details. Once you have filled out all of your information, you also do have the option to include a setup support fee, which you can do here, or put in any additional information. Once all your information is correct, we can move on to the next step by placing the order. Here you will be presented with a thank you for completing your order page and also a button that will take you to setting up your show page. You can click on it, and here we're going to start entering our exhibitor details. Now, the exhibitor details are quite important, as this will reflect directly to what the customer is searching on the front end. So in other words, if you have selected as a destination North America, if the customer search North America, you will come up in the search results. The same with the company type and the travel type or interest. Now, the travel type and interest, you can choose multiple by selecting Control and left click on whatever travel type or interest you cater for. Once we've entered all of the exhibitor details, we can click on Submit. As you can see, it's been successfully submitted, and then we can click on Done. This will take us over to our exhibitor show booking. Now, the exhibitor show booking will give us access to the shows. So what we have to do is we have to click on the show that we have just completed the order for and fill out the company profile, the first contact, and any other contacts that might be relevant. If not, you can always just click on the same as above. Once we're finished with that, we can click Submit and Done. This will then take us to our WYSIWYG editor where we can then start adding show content. Before we start adding content onto our exhibitor show page, let's just quickly have a look at our glossary. In order for you to edit any or at least most of the elements on your page, click on the Edit button. This button is indicated with a pencil and a piece of paper. If this Edit button does not exist, there will be another button clearly indicating its functionality, like Add News or Add a Brochure. To delete any element on your page, click on the trash can. If you want to hide any element from the visitor, so in other words from the registered travel agent and travel professional or consumer that is visiting your page, make sure that the eye icon is showing. If you want to show it, make sure that the icon next to the element is the eye with the line through it. Now we can move on to adding content. First of all, we're going to be adding a banner. The sizes needs to be 1270 in width by 250 in height. To do this, click on the Edit button, browse your computer, choose your banner. Once you've clicked Open, you will be presented with an editor. Here you can edit it to the size to your liking. Click on Done and Update Image. Next step is to move over to our logo. Exactly the same, click on your editor, browse your computer, find your logo, open the file. It also gives you the option to edit it. And please do make sure that this is 270 by 250 or close by. And click Done. And Update Image. Next, we're going to be adding our company headline. Click on the editor, paste in your company headline. Here, you can put it bold, and we can actually put it a header of 2, for instance, and update. Once we are done with our slogan or our headline, we can move over to our tagline, which is a small description of our company. Now, please do make sure that you do not exceed the maximum amount of words, which is 100. Once you've done that, you can always select the text again, go to styles. If you want to make it a little bit bigger, so to look appealing, we can do that and update. Once we are finished with our tagline, we can move on to our travel type or travel interest. Now, this is quite important for search results. Virtually Yours Travel Show has an advanced search engine where the consumer can search according to the show, destination, interest, which is what we're going to be adding here, the company type, and the expert panel. So please do select all the travel types or interests that your company caters for, so to that when the customer does search, your show page will appear. Now, in order to select the travel type and interest, and especially to select more than one, you're going to have to click on Control and left click on your mouse. This will select multiple travel types or interest. Once you are done, you can save the interest and it will update your page. After this, we can move over to Add Offers. By clicking on the tab, you will be presented with a drop-down menu. Now here you can add a description of your offer, the media, so in other words, any type of picture that you would like to add, and also a call to action button. Once you've added a link to your web page, the description, the media, and a call to action button for all of your offers, you can click on the Submit Query. As you can see, nothing happened. The reason for this being is that you have added media. And in order for you to see the changes, you have to refresh the page. Once we have refreshed the page, you would be able to see the changes. Now, in order to edit your information on your special offers, you can click the text button or the edit button. This will take you back into our editor, where you can then easily add a header and update. You can then do the same with the rest of them. Once we have made the desired changes to our special offers, we can move on to the next step, which is adding our intro video. Before we do that, we have to add a video title, which is right underneath the Add Special Offers. By clicking on this, it will take you into the editor. Here you can add the video name, change the heading to heading 3, and update. Once we are done with our intro video title, we can move on to adding the video. By clicking on to Add Intro Video, it will open a drop-down menu that will allow you to either enter a URL from YouTube, or you can select a media from your desktop. And as you can see, it has been added successfully. But in order for you to view this, you're going to have to refresh the page. Once we have successfully completed our video upload, we can move on to our additional tabs. These consist out of the health and safety, brochures, news, videos, and for our travel agents and our travel professions, travel agent tab. For the health and safety and travel agents, there is no limit to the amount of words that you can add into these fields. So please do feel free to add as much information as you want. To edit these two fields, click on the editor. It will take you into our user-friendly editor where you can change the text. So in other words, you can make it bold, you can change the heading, you can add links, URL links or hyperlinks, and also add images if you want. Once you finish all of this, click on Submit Query, and it will update the page. Once we've added all of the information on travel and safety, we can do the same with travel agents. Now, the travel agent button is only for our travel agents and our travel professionals. Once finished and completed both of them, we can move over to our brochures. To add a brochure, click on the Add a Brochure button. This will open a drop-down menu where you can add a title and browse for the PDF that has the brochure information. After adding all of your brochures, click on Submit Query. After we have successfully added all the brochures, we can move over to the News tab. Now, the News tab is almost exactly the same than the brochures, and all you have to do is click on Add News, add the title, and add a picture or media of your choice. Once you have added all of the titles and media of your choice, click Submit Query. Once we have successfully added news, we can go back into the editor, make the heading 3, and add a little bit more text. Please make sure that you do not exceed the limit of the amount of words that you can upload. Update. And this you can do with all of them. Once we have successfully uploaded and updated the news, we can move over to the Video tab. Now, to add new videos, all you have to do is click on the Add Video button. This will open a drop-down where you have to add a title, and the media will be a YouTube URL link. Once you've added all the titles and all the videos, click on Submit Query. Please, once again, do note that none of these will show if you haven't refreshed your page. Once we have successfully uploaded all of our videos, we can move back up to the top of the page. Here, you will have a link where you can add your social media. By clicking on it, it will open a drop-down menu where you can add all of your social media and also add a social stream. After selecting all of your social links, you can select which one of these social media you want to be streaming on the show page. Once you've selected the social stream, click on Submit Query. Once you have successfully added your social media links, you can scroll down to see your social media stream. Next up is our giveaway or prizes. To add a giveaway, click first on the First Edit button. This is a space for the header. Click on Update and move on to the Edit button right beneath it. This space is for a short explanation of your giveaway. Please, once again, don't exceed the amount of characters that you can put in this space. Click on Update. Once we are done with the short description, we click on the Edit button just below this. This will open a drop-down menu where you have to add a URL link that will point directly to your giveaway page. Update the link. And we have successfully added a giveaway. Next, we're going to move on to our 4 buttons, which is the Ask Me Anything, Meet Us Live, Network with Us, and Request a Meeting. Now, each one of these buttons do have their own specific editor. Meet Us Live, Network with Us, and Ask Me Anything almost work on the same principle. If you click on the Edit button, it will open a drop-down menu that will prompt you to put in an ID. With Meet Us Live and Network with Us, it will prompt you to put in your Zoom ID. Now, you can either put in the Zoom ID for both the travel agents and the consumer, which is here at the top, or if you choose to only meet with the travel agent or only meet with the consumer, or if you do have 2 different IDs, one for each, you can add them separately. Once you've done that, click Submit. And move on to the next one. With Network with Us, it works on exactly the same principle. Here, I will put in 2 different Zoom IDs. And click Submit. The Ask Me Anything button works on exactly the same principle. And once you've clicked on the drop-down menu, it will also open and prompt you to add 3 IDs. Now, instead of this being the Zoom IDs, it will be your talk.to ID. Request a meeting is where you can actually alter your calendar. So either if you do choose to use a Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, you can do so by adding the link and updating the link over here. Or if you do want to edit your appointment calendar with Virtually Yours Travel Show, you can do it by clicking over here. We will add a separate video to explain this more into detail. Once we have added all of our elements, we can now go and have a look at it from the customer's point of view. And there you go. You are all set up and ready to start welcoming new consumers to your exhibitor show page.